live from Hershey, Pennsylvania. We have Monday Night Raw, the final week leading into our pay-per-view Backlash. That's gonna be the next video. We have Kevin Owens to start off the show. Let's see who he's gonna call out. We found out last week or last episode that Kevin Owens is now a Paul Heyman guy, and Paul Heyman is his manager for the foreseeable future. We're gonna have to see how that plays out with Brock Lesnar. But for now, who is Kevin Owens gonna call out potentially a match for Backlash? John Cena, so another O2 alum. Like I said, he's faced Brock Lesnar, took out Randy Orton in the last couple weeks, and now he's going to take on John Cena at the pay-per-view. Following up, tag team match, just a regular tag team match. Let's see who gets the win here. Jinder Mahal gets the win over Daniel Bryan and Aleister Black. So Hideo and Jinder, can they keep the momentum up and do something in this universe mode? Asuka versus Charlotte, regular match. Asuka already has a match at Backlash. We'll go through the card at the end of the episode. We'll simulate that as well. Asuka loses to Charlotte Flair, so maybe that's the new #1 contender after Backlash for the women's title. Chris Jericho calling somebody out, but we already know who it's going to be. It's going to be Drew McIntyre, possibly, yes. Drew McIntyre versus Chris Jericho for the Intercontinental Championship at Backlash. Drew McIntyre retained last week, so Dean Ambrose out of the picture. Chris Jericho, let's see if he can get his 10th IC belt. So let's see how this match ends up. Finn Balor, can he keep his momentum going? Batista probably going to have something to say about that. He's going to be like, can I come into the picture? Never been a world champion before, so we'll see. Backstabber by Finn Balor, never seen that come out of his playbook. He did have the code breaker in his arsenal a year or two ago when he was feuding with Chris Jericho for the mid-card belt. But never have I seen him use a backstabber. And Johnny Gargano hasn't really been having matches on regular Monday Night Raws, but why should he, right? I mean, he is the greatest ever. Do you guys think Batista's going to have a match at WrestleMania? Will he appear at the Royal Rumble this coming today? Hopefully this is up on the Wednesday before before the Royal Rumble. Oh shit, he caught me. Batista bomb. Oh no, he didn't sit down with it, so it wasn't a Batista bomb. Do you think Batista will show up at the Royal Rumble this year? I mean, he wanted to come back, but who knows if he'll come back for the Rumble if he's not gonna have a match at WrestleMania, you know? Still could be a decent payday. Maybe warming up for WrestleMania if he does indeed want to come back for one last run. Into the turnbuckle he goes, slap, tap, and that's a wrap. Dropkick to the head to Batista, getting him up here. Punch and inverted DDT. Let me take a look. Yes sir, inverted DDT for the win. Finn for the win here. Let's see. 1, 2, not even a 2 count. Batista. Elbow to the face, slap. Batista, you can see this coming. Why aren't you getting out of the way? Drop kick into the turnbuckle. Going back to the top rope. Finn Balor gonna try to finish it off here with the coup de grace. This time he hits it. Batista doesn't get out of the way. Can that be it for the animal? Batista down. 1, 2, 3. Finn Balor gets the win. Big win again. Continuing his run into Backlash to take on Johnny Gargano for the championship. So getting some big wins here tonight. Now look at this, Johnny Gargano though, from behind, out of nowhere with a shot to the head with the championship belt. Johnny Gargano has been ruthless ever since winning this championship. Took out his frustrations against Bray Wyatt and now doing the same against his rival Finn Balor. So who's going to come out of that match as the champion? Alright, so last week Bray Wyatt lost to Dolph Ziggler. Tonight we have the rematch, and the winner of this will go on to Backlash to face an opponent of my choosing. It'll be a surprise match, and then next week they'll have a match again on Raw, but against somebody else. And then we'll just continue the momentum. We'll see who carries that. Bray Wyatt had 2 wins against Kurt Angle and somebody else. lost to Dolph Ziggler, so now we have the rematch, and the winner of this match will go on to Backlash, and then they'll just keep getting TV time until they lose, and then that guy will get TV time. If you kind of catch my drift, this is going to be a hell of a match. I'm not going to play it though. Simulate it. The winner is Dolph Ziggler. So Ziggler gets 2 wins in a row. He'll be back on Monday Night Raw next week, but at Backlash he's going to be facing a surprise opponent. Seth Rollins will also be taking on AJ Styles at Backlash. What do we see here? Seth maybe, this is a one-on-one match. I don't think there's a lot of animosity between them. Oh, AJ Styles smacking the hand away. He don't want none of that. AJ Styles has never been world champion, so he has a chip on his shoulder. If he defeats Seth Rollins at Backlash, he will be the #1 contender for the title. Alright, now that we have the final match out of the way, let's go through the Backlash pay-per-view. We have a SmackDown or NXT Championship match I'll be throwing on the card for shits and giggles. We'll see if title changes hands. We have Dolph Ziggler in a surprise opponent match. Dolph Ziggler versus who knows? You have to tune in to find out. We have Chris Jericho versus Drew McIntyre for the Intercontinental Championship. Asuka versus Carmella in a submissions only match for the Women's Championship. We have Kevin Owens versus John Cena. And AJ Styles versus Seth Rollins for #1 contendership to the WWE Championship. And the main event, Johnny Gargano versus Finn Balor, WWE Championship, World Champion, whatever you want to call it. That's going to be the main event, and it looks to be a decent card so far. Not many duds on the card, I don't think. And let me know if not, I'll just put any SmackDown NXT match. You guys know what the SmackDown NXT rosters are. If not, go back to episode, I believe, 8 of the Rumble match, and you'll know who the rosters are. Let me know what you want to see, what title match you want to see. If not, I'll just make up my own. So yeah, tune in to the next episode. It is going to be Backlash, and I'm out.